Morning, IoT. Morning, I hope you're well there. Just let me know if you can hear me well, please. Morning, Adrienne. Morning, Ambrish. Thanks, Adrienne. Morning, Anthony. Morning, Matthew. Gatovanat. Good morning, Warren. So I hope you're well, wherever you are, whoever you're with. Morning, Tanya. It's good to see the same people coming back. Gonna wait one more minute, let more people join. Morning, Marco. Buongiorno, Alberto. All right. So whoever's here is here. I'm gonna start. Hi, Pat. Hi, Pat. All right. So most people, they believe that when they experience some kind of essential bliss, ignorantly, out of ignorance, not negative ignorance, just not knowing, they believe that essential bliss is some kind of a happiness. And they gear their life to always search for this bliss, for this moment of excitement, great feeling, good vibe, everything dandy. And the truth is that whatever the circumstances around us, it's really our perception of it that causes us to be happy or not happy, or accept it or not. The natural tendency to always seek feeling comfortable, it's a thing that we always strive for, because that's how we're made to always look for the comfortable feeling, because when we are in danger, our natural instinct should help us to survive. But this was really good and really important as we were going through evolution. And this instinct has been so good that we are now more than 7 billion people around the world, so many of us. But this instinct has taken a bit of a turn, because it's not always what threatens us, our survival, is that causes us misery. In fact, most of the time we're miserable just because we're miserable because we're seeking the good feeling. The good feeling is on a it's on a biochemical level. It's really how we feel. It's what our mind is looking for. Our mind is looking for the good feeling. However, our mind is also subjective because our mind develops the pattern of behavior according to its pattern of behavior. So different people see different things from a different perspective and they also react differently. So the more you react in a particular way, this becomes your pattern. So if you're, for example, if you get used to having a drink every evening so you can relax, this is going to become your pattern. If you're used to treat yourself with really great food all the time just so you can feel better about yourself, this is going to become your pattern. The pattern is based on the way you behave, and your behavior becomes your pattern. And that's why we can also change this pattern, because when we act subjectively and we react in the same subjective way, we create a pattern. But when we start being objective and we change this pattern, we are starting to act in a different way, then we also change our pattern. And you see this when you meditate, when you start working with your breath and you observe your breath, you start seeing how matter and mind are working together. Mind feeds matter and matter feeds mind. And when we start controlling the mind, then we also see that the matter is not exactly what it seems to be when we look at it from an ignorant perspective. But when we start seeing things from as a bit of a deeper truth, then we start seeing the matter is not exactly what we think, mind is not exactly what we think. And when we develop a deeper truth, a deeper understanding, also our perception changed, and also the way we do things later on changes. So what we've been doing, we've been practicing anapanasati, and anapanasati means observation of the breath as it goes in and as it goes out. And we focus right here below our nostrils, over our upper lip, and we observe our breath with the understanding that there's always change. There's always change. Change is universal law. Nothing ever stays constant. And therefore, we should not get attached to any particular experience that we have, any particular breath pattern, or any particular moment, whether it's comfortable or uncomfortable. So change happens with the right awareness and the right attitude. The attitude has to be objective. So close your eyes and bring the focus of your attention to the area below your nostrils, over your upper lip. And the narrower the area, the sharper the mind becomes. And the sharper the mind becomes, the more awareness you're going to have later on to what happens within you, and the more control you have. So eventually you want to bring your attention to the narrowest possible area below your nostrils. And just observe your breath as it goes in and as it comes out. As it goes in and as it comes out. And be aware of the pattern of your breath. Be objective to whatever pattern you experience. So whether it's deep, accept that it's deep. If it's shallow, accept that it's shallow. If it's slow, accept that it's slow. If it's fast, accept that it's fast. If it's going in through your right nostril, then it goes in through your right nostril. And if it goes in through your left nostril, then accept that it goes in through your left nostril. Don't look for any particular pattern. Don't look for any particular experience. Just accept the moment as it is. And be aware of the change, the constant change in the pattern. Everything is impermanent. Everything manifests itself for a limited time and then passes away. So it doesn't make sense to get attached to any particular experience. Now, don't verbalize, don't use imagination, don't visualize the the observation of the breath. Just be with your breath as it is. You can feel it coming in and coming out. And try to be continuous. Try not to lose any breath as it goes in and as it comes out. And if your mind drifts away, whenever you realize that it happens, just naturally bring it back without any frustration, without any negativity. Whatever the experience, accept it. If you have any discomfort outside the area or any area of your body, you can be aware of it, but still focus on your breath. Don't give any importance to any discomfort that you have. Any thought that grabs your attention, be aware of that you have thoughts, but stay with your breath. The thought, just like any physical experience, arises, stays for a little while, and passes away. So be aware of the change, the ever-changing phenomena. And if you feel that you are getting tired, falling asleep, nodding off, just take a couple of deeper breaths and then go back to observing your breath as it is. And if for some reason you need to change your posture, do it very slowly and try not to lose your focus on your breath as you do it. Every time you feel that your mind is drifting, just bring it back to your breath. So we've meditated for about 20 minutes. You may continue and meditate on your own. Or if you have any questions, you want to ask me about the technique, about how to use it to make your life better, you can post a question in the live chat box and I'll try and answer as best as I can. If you want to do it more privately, then you can also connect with me directly, either on Facebook or if you have my number, with pleasure, just send me a message. Morning, Lynn. Morning, Gary. So, meditate morning and evening. It's the practice that's going to bring change. Practice with awareness. Thanks, Anthony. 20 minutes in the morning, 15 to 20 minutes in the morning, 15 to 20 minutes in the evening. Fall asleep with awareness of your breath. Wake up in the morning with awareness of the breath. Try and maintain continuous awareness throughout the day. That's what's going to bring the change. Thanks, Warren. Remember that the pattern Paolo, nice to have you here. Thanks so much. Remember that the pattern is set as you go about reacting. Be aware whenever you react. Be aware whatever acts that you do during the day that do not make your life better and in fact make it worse. Be aware of what you do, how you react, how you set the pattern of your behavior, and stay aware with your breath. And things are going to change. They change with awareness. They have to change. As long as you're objective, the things have to change. It's scientific. Thanks, Bea. Thanks, Alberto. I'll be here again tomorrow morning. Today, not same time, wherever you tune in from, same time. As long as we're all in lockdown, I'll be here and I'll help you develop good habits, develop the habit of meditating daily. Cool. So I don't see any questions. Lovely. So sending you all love, stay aware, stay focused, be in control of your mind, and be objective. And I'll see you all tomorrow.